wonderful day to hit a store. Everything's up for grabs, and I mean everything. And even when you think you're done well, go back and get some more bags. Fucking shit ton of bags. And just remember, as you send your gifts away for the crew, that today is payday 2. Take it away, fellas. Give me more fucking horns. Come on. Alright, that's enough. It's a wonderful day to rob a bank. Maybe 2 or 3, 4, 5, I don't care. How else could we get the money to buy a nice big Christmas tree with baubles on? So just remember, as you send your gifts away for the crew, that today is payday 2. Give me that guitar, you bastard. Oh yeah, I've still fucking got it. When Christmas comes, everybody's having fun, and no fucker is expecting that a heist is being brewed like a nice cup of tea. So just remember, as you send your gifts away for the crew, that today is payday 2.
All right, we are back, and we are going to kill some feds. Payday
Yay!
2. In Payday 2.
Payday 2.
So yeah, Cass and I were talking about this a little bit before stream, so I'm gonna get you all up to speed a little bit on it too. So we watched the ESO live stream for the global reveal for 2026 the other day. And we all reviewed it. We sat, we had kind of a roundtable discussion as it was going, and went over. It took us over 2 hours to get through this 45-minute live stream. Which means it's transformative.
Yep, transformative.
But it's. I was trying, like, I definitely was very harsh going in, and I tried to curb it as we were going to try and, keep it as fair as possible, and I think I largely did that. Because the main thing is I wanted to make sure that, if there's good announcements, that I give them credit for those good announcements, and kind of mitigate people clapping back with, like, yeah, but they did this is good, whenever I criticize the things that were bad. And oddly enough, so far, the responses I've seen are not that people are pointing out that I was necessarily unfair or that I'm being unfair to them. So much as they're basically saying that people are defending the bad decisions that they're making.
My God.
Rather than pointing out the good decisions they're making. I mean, there's a little bit of that, but for the most part, it's just no. This actually isn't bad. This is actually a good thing. So I'm Bargain Price was asking if I was gonna do a video on it. Even though we did review it live. I think I might. I'm running a script for it to see if I've got good enough ideas to make a full video out of it that feels... Yeah. Well, I want it to be concise, because, like, we have a 2-hour-long video on it. I'd rather have a video follow-up that's more concise and to the point, to summarize things quickly for people, and not just shill for the game and the company. But at least to give some credit where credit is due, and also probably give them my suggestions if they're really open to feedback like they claim they are. I want to give them my suggestions on what they should do moving forward. And while writing the script, so I wanted to mention this to you, Cass, because we were talking about this beforehand. But I wanted to wait till stream to talk about it. But while I was writing the script, I decided I was going to do a little bit of math. Because one of the pain points that really stuck out to me about that live stream that people I haven't really seen much talk about is the Battle Pass system.
Yeah.
I don't think Battle Passes are really great in the first place. I think they're fucking annoying. I don't like them. You are absolutely capitalizing on FOMO. It's annoying. I don't like it. And it replacing the Endeavor system and the daily login reward system is really stupid. I'll go over that in the video probably if I do the video. I was doing some math because they made the claim, and this was what really pissed me off, was Susan, the executive producer bitch, made the claim that they aren't removing any value from the subscription and they aren't changing the price.
Yeah, really though. Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to do some math to debunk this claim because it's fucking bullshit. You're making all DLC in the future and it seems all previous DLC also base game, and so all of it will be free. Now, if you buy the chapter and you buy the DLCs with crowns, because you can't buy the DLCs with actual money, you have to buy crowns first. That'll run you a smooth $106 Canadian per year. In total, there's over $1,000 of DLC for ESO. That's a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money. If you pay for a subscription, you get access to all of that content immediately for the price of your subscription, depending on how long you're subscribed for. Now, because there's a lot of content, it could take you a while to get through it, depending on how much free time you have and whatever. So say if you were to subscribe for a year, that's $173 for 1 year if you buy the cheapest subscription, which is just like the full year subscription. And then that doesn't give you access to the current chapter. When they were doing chapters, anyways, they're not doing them anymore. But when they were doing them, that would be another $53 Canadian to have access to the chapter.
Yeah.
The cheapest option for the chapter, by the way. But with this new system, you're losing access. You're not getting all that stuff. All that extra value is gone from the subscription because it's base game. It's free. You don't have to. The subscription doesn't give you extra access to stuff. It gives you extra benefits, but those previous perks that it had are now gone because they're being added to base game. Although I'm curious about what they mean by base game, because that's always an interesting topic when it comes to Elder Scrolls Online. But the Battle Pass system that they're adding is not included in the premium subscription, in the Plus subscription. If you for each 12 months that you are subscribed, cumulatively, not consecutively, you gain a single token for a Premium Plus Battle Pass to use on any Battle Pass that you want, basically. I'm assuming active Battle Passes, not ones from previous seasons. Yeah. I'm assuming. But that means that if you want access to all the Battle Pass stuff, it's going to cost you $90 a year on top of the $173 annual subscription fee for a full year subscription. So basically, if you previously were the most dedicated player, you were buying a year subscription. We'll say a year subscription. Most people didn't pay for year-long subscriptions. They would pay for like a few months at a time or whatever, or a month at a time. But let's just say you're going the cheapest option. You pay for a year-long subscription and the chapter DLC for a total of $226 a year. Right? Now, if you want to be the most dedicated player and pay for all the things, you're paying $263 a year for everything.
Jesus.
So the cost of being an ESO player has gone up. Unless you just don't care about cosmetics, in which case, honestly, my advice to anybody who wants to get into ESO right now, well, I have two pieces of advice. The first one would be don't subscribe.
Yeah.
because it's not worth it. The only thing that you get is crowns and a craft bag. And like the crowns are nice, the craft bag's good, but if you want to play if you're just there to play the content, the subscription doesn't do anything for you. But not all the stuff is base game yet. So wait till it is. Wait till all the DLC is added to base game, and wait until the class refresh stuff is done. Because right now, ESO isn't worth playing. Honestly. Not until all that happens. Unless you want to see the changes as they happen, which I think that's probably fair. But I don't understand why the DLC isn't being added to base game all at the same time. Why do we have to wait until the end of this year for Greymore to be added to base game? Like, why is that going to take so long?
Yeah.
I genuinely do not understand that. Which makes me wonder, and this is the thing I was mentioning before, about how base game is kind of a confusing term for ESO, because Morrowind is classified as base game, but it's not. It's only base game if you buy the game now, after they had already made that decision. I owned the game back in 2014. They didn't give me free access to Morrowind after they changed it to base game. I still had to buy it. It's not base game.
It's crazy.
They also mentioned, and I don't think I said this on the live stream, but they also mentioned that they're adding Imperial City to base game with the update 49 in March. Imperial City is already base game, technically, because it's free. It's on you just go on the Crown Store and add it. That's it. It's free. It's been free for a while.
Is it still free, or was it only free back then?
No, it's still free. It's still free.
Okay.
But they're adding it to. They're like, yeah, we're adding this to base game. It was already base game. Don't pat yourselves on the back.
Yeah, that's so crazy. And like, there's a bunch of shit that that ESO Plus, like, the main thing that I think should be base game that ESO Plus you have to buy ESO Plus for is like, why do I have to pay for ESO Plus to dye my costumes?
That is a weird one. Because now that
it's greedy.
Yeah, now that they have like the outfit station system, it absolutely kills the need for costumes really to be dyed for the most part. I mean, there's some costumes that are still really good, but you get way more customization by just doing regular armor outfit styles. But there are still some costumes that are really sick, and you can get some really cool stuff with, but...
Damn it. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. I don't feel like this is really that much of a glimmer of hope. It still feels like they're very, very greedy. I understand they have to make money, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's going in a direction that's actually really that good, as good as people are claiming it to be, basically.
Well, it's like, and you know, some people we know would hate this comparison, but compared to Warframe, the monetization is like night and day.
Yep, and the content is night and day. Warframe is really good. It works. that's a huge one. It works. Bugs do get patched pretty quickly for the most part. There's a few that take a bit of time, but generally they get patched pretty quickly. They haven't had a lot of really big game-breaking bugs in Warframe recently. They're really consistent, I think, with their quality assurance.
But if they do, they fix it within like a week.
Yeah.
If there is, like, there were some problems, I think, when the Devil's Triad first came out, where the Romance with Road was bugged, but they fixed it, and now it's fine. So it's like, and you know what I was thinking about too, that just kind of like, I just thought of, like, especially because the platinum trade is like scam proof. It's completely scam proof, and I feel like if there were people who get scammed out of platinum stuff, they would be very quick to ban the people who were the issue. Meanwhile, I've been scammed out of crowns before, and ZOS didn't do shit.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Now, granted, I do think there are some issues with the platinum trade in Warframe, or at least the market in Warframe, where I believe there's some people in there that are actually trying to flip stuff. That's definitely been kind of annoying.
Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah, because I've seen some stuff that's just like where someone has like 50 copies of a particular piece. And they're the most expensive seller, or one of the most expensive sellers of that piece. It's like, you have 50 copies. Everyone else is selling it for like 20 plat, you're selling it for 35. Like, what?
yeah, and I mean that sucks too. But like, you know, flipping, I feel like, is arguably less egregious than outright theft.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. I mean, I think long-term flipping is more problematic for an economy.
Yeah, it's more insidious for sure.
For the long term, but like theft is more egregious in the immediate, and you have to mitigate it, or at least you have to treat the problem. You have to actually ban people and stuff for that.
Yeah, which ZOS doesn't do.
ZOS doesn't really even like, because that's the thing. ZOS does not tell you even what the outcome of an investigation was. They don't actually tell you if they took any action. Because like with EA, as much as what I shit on EA and whatever for their customer service, which is definitely bad. They definitely have a bad customer service system.
Yeah.
EA at least, like, if they don't take action on a report, they just don't respond to you. But if they do take action on a report, they tell you that they have done so, and what the action was, or at least that they have done so. I don't think they tell you specifically what they did, but that they actually that your report helped them take action, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good system. I think that's a way better system than what ESO has been using, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I said this again, like, I know I brought it up a bunch, but I just cannot get over just how lifeless the stream was. There was no hype. There was no visible excitement from anybody on screen except for the guy who replaced Matt Furor.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's in Matt Furor's specific position, because Matt Furor was the studio director, whereas this guy is the game director.
Game director, yeah. But similar, though, right? Like...
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, it's just...
I don't know if they still have a studio director. That might be a position that was essentially dissolved. I don't know. They didn't have the...
That would be an incredible mistake.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember, because I remember hearing that Rich Lambert was getting promoted, basically, or moved up to a different position.
So, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Rich Lambert is the studio director now, and he wasn't even on screen.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm curious as to why that was.
Insane, honestly.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing, is Matt Furor, he didn't appear on all the live streams, but he appeared on all the Global Reveal live streams because it's his fucking... It was his baby.
Yeah.
And he was very heavily involved in all the operations of ZeniMax online.
Oh.
So...
Where are all the fucking cards?
I just wanted someone to do Steven right.
If I was a multimillionaire, this is no word of a lie. If I was a multimillionaire, I would absolutely fund Matt Furor's passion project, 100%.
Yeah.
I would.
What was it called? Kestrel?
What's that?
What was it called? Kestrel?
Blackbird. There's a key card in the director's office as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Sweet.
But yeah, I would fund it. I would even try to offer Microsoft money to purchase the assets that were made for it before they canceled it. I would see if they have all the assets and just buy everything all the work that was done, and just, if I was a multimillionaire, I would do it. I think Matt Furor is a visionary. I think he's a very, very good game director, studio director. And I think that his passion project of 30 years probably would have been awesome.
Yeah, the fact that 30 years of work was basically robbed from him is insane.
Yeah, well, that his accolades didn't speak for themselves for them. Like, he made them $2 billion fucking in 10 years. That's a great ROI. Because like ESO absolutely was probably an expensive game to make, but the return on investment, I think, speaks for itself. It's one of the only
There will be accountability,
like continuously successful MMOs that still exists. Like MMOs are very hard to maintain, and very hard to make money on, and yet they do. And that's one thing too that I will mention, is that I think that you could pretty much always make money on an Elder Scrolls MMO.
Yeah,
But the IP does carry that a lot, I think. So it's just a shame that they don't put more into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this might be the first year that I don't like. Because with the global reveals, they reveal what the new zones are going to be, right? Like, we didn't get any, like, we got, like, a new, like, the night market or whatever, which, that's not, I wouldn't count that as a zone. That's like a fucking, that's like a dungeon or whatever. It's just Fargrave.
It's instanced Fargrave, is all it is, as far as I can tell. They haven't talked about any new dungeons. The only thing they talked about was the new trial, Crimson Velt. They only mentioned it by name. We saw nothing about it, yeah. We don't know where it is. We don't know the theme of it. They even mentioned that the seasons that they're doing will have themes, and didn't mention any of the themes of any of the seasons for this year.
Yep.
They didn't mention any of that stuff.
They mentioned the nautical fighting and stuff, which
they mentioned that, but they didn't show any of it.
Exactly.
Or say, like, how in-depth it is or anything. Like, they didn't tell us anything about it. They didn't tell us anything. And that's something that I like, because I'm writing the script for a video on it. And something I've mentioned in the script is simply that. It's like, they talk about transparency, but all these things that they mentioned by name, they don't talk about any of them in depth, except for, like, a couple of, like, the more major things. Like, oh yeah, there's all the new DLC is going to be free. Great. What does that mean for ESO Plus subscribers, though? Well, we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about the Battle Pass that you can buy now.
Yeah. Disgusting, like, genuinely.
It's fucking.
I don't know how people can defend it.
And I do think to a certain extent that Microsoft is to blame for a lot of this. I think this Susan person is a plant. I think she is a Microsoft placed hire. They're like, nope, she's going to be in charge of this now. She's going to be doing this. This is her now. I don't think that was any sort of, like, because she says, she was like, yeah, I have a lot of experience in game dev, and I'm like, you do not look like you've ever touched a keyboard in your life. Are you kidding me? I have to look.
Anyone who actually, like, plays games doesn't have a problem with a fucking daily login.
Oh, that's something I got to mention in my script too. Is that she talked about how she doesn't like playing multiplayer.
Yep.
She doesn't like playing with people, and she's the executive producer of an MMO, one of the most successful MMOs in history. Like, what?
It's just so silly, and, like, the whole, like, I can't get over the fucking logic jump of, oh, well, people don't, like, people get, like, you know, stressed out when you have to fucking log in every day, but do the fucking battle pass. It's like, you have to do more with the battle pass. You have to actually play the game. You don't have to just log in. You have to play it.
Well, and they're like, and I also got, like, stressed out, like, with the FOMO of, like, oh, if I missed out on logging in for a couple of days or something in a month, I'll miss out on some of the monthly login rewards. And I'm like, yeah, so you know what you should do? You should use Warframe's login reward system, where instead of having, like, it being a monthly sequential thing where you have to log in every day to get all the rewards, they just have it as randomized rewards with milestones based on the number of days that you've logged in. and it's such a better daily login reward system that I don't know why more games aren't using something like that. That is such a better system.
Well, it's because they want to have people. They want to fucking capitalize on FOMO. That's what it is. They want their players miserable.
Yeah, they have a FOMO based system, and they are addicted to money.
Yep.
And another thing is this is what I'll say. I think part of it is I don't have another key card. Yeah, use your card. I'll go grab the other one that I saw.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
They have a FOMO based monetization model. They want to stick with it. They don't care what people think. And they also want, I think, to basically incentivize people being online every day, so that they can artificially inflate the numbers.
Yeah, they can pad their fucking playtime. Yeah, totally fair.
That way, if there's a month where they've got a report on the most recent player counts, they'll make the login rewards for that month something more interesting than previous months, so that they can entice players to log in. So they can inflate those numbers for their reporting. It's all about, it's a numbers game, and it's not a user satisfaction game. That's really what it is. So the battle pass system replacing that login reward system is part of that. Is like obviously changing that a little bit, but it's also like, but now you're turning your like daily quests or whatever, daily objective shit, into something that also advertises another paid service that they offer.
Yeah.
With FOMO. So now you can pay money to not miss out on the season rewards.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Tamriel Tome, so stupid. And the fucking trade bars, oh my god.
Another currency? Yeah, we needed that.
Why do we need more currency? Just have it be available for gold too. We need more gold sinks.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, it's so cringe.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. I hate people just accusing me of having a fucking hate boner for ESO and stuff, when that's not the case. I really do like the game. I owe so much to it. I met some of the best people I've ever known on that game. I met the love of my life on that game.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's
because it's like,
I want it to succeed.
How many videos have I made about Assassin's Creed? Not one. I fucking hate Assassin's Creed. That's something I have a hate boner for, but it's not blind. If they put out a good Assassin's Creed game, I'd play it, because I love stealth games. I love playing a stealth character, but Assassin's Creed is not stealth. It's not a stealth series. It stopped being a stealth series after the first game, and the only one I even remotely enjoyed was Syndicate, which I've never completed because it wasn't that interesting, and only liked it because of the aesthetic, and that I got to play as a female character who actually was capable of some stealth, even though I got stuck in combat most of the time, because that's how the game works. It's not a stealth series.
But choosing between that and Dishonored,
Dishonored is way better.
Yeah,
all your choices matter. It's the way that you complete missions matters. It's really interesting, and it's very stealth focused. Although you can also make it very combat focused if you wanted to.
On my way. There was a fucking wall of people. I had to shoot through them.
There will be accountability.
But yeah, it's people who hear my opinion, I don't think really quite understand where it comes from. because I do seriously want the game to succeed, but I also want the devs to do better.
Yeah. And if you think I have a personal vendetta against the game, you're wrong. I have a personal vendetta against members of the dev team.
Yeah, that's really it.
That's it. Gina Bruno, Rich Lambert. Those are the ones. Those are the main ones.
I mean, the fact that Gina Bruno still has her fucking job after bullying one of the most influential members of the stream team, people who helped them make money off of their fucking off of their game, should speak volumes to her character. Like,
and the character of the company.
Yeah.
They didn't even admit fault.
Basically allowing it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They didn't even admit fault in any of it. It's ridiculous.
Nope.
They are
no accountability.
Absolutely zero. Yep. They are run by Cash Patel.
God, no.
No! The Rat Man!
I knew Microsoft was owned by the FBI.
I found out that Microsoft just partnered with PayPal for some shit, and I was like, wow, that's like puking on a pile of shit. Are you kidding me? Two of the most evil companies on the planet partner together. Imagine. Imagine my shock. Holy shit. That can happen? Fuck. And it's for Copilot, like some kind of Copilot AI-based fucking checkout system. I don't fucking know. Like, that's just adding more insult to injury on that one. Holy shit. I hope what's his face, Peter Thiel, the owner of PayPal, I hope he fucking gets fucking drone strike by Obama. Like, fuck that guy, dude. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. He's like the CEO of fucking Ticketmaster. Garbage, greedy pieces of shit. Anyways, release the Epstein files so I can move on to other topics.
Yes.
And we'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's raid, and hopefully I'll get this video done and have it out soon so you can watch that too. Because I got some pretty funny jokes in there that I'm not really willing to throw away. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.